Good afternoon, Internet. Welcome to the show. I'm not really doing an episode right now. I'm just going to talk about some stuff for a few minutes. About thing I got just going on with my general career and so forth. In case any of you are interested, probably not, but you never know. I'm getting roped into going fishing again this summer, and I really didn't want to go. I don't want to go, but I mean, season's projected to be a little bit better than last year. But aside from money making aside, picking fish is really hard on your arms. I wake up and my hands are numb. Every skipper out there has carpal tunnel from their younger days of fishing. It's like, well, I can really only do this for so long. But my buddy needs his engineer, and unfortunately, his wife left him, who was our deck boss and our other crewman. So I need to step into her place at least for a year to train the next group of people how the boat works. And nobody knows that boat like I do. Nobody ever will know the boat like I do because I'm the one who helped build it. And no, that's definitely a luxury that almost no skipper would ever have. Commercial fishermen here in Alaska, if you watch the interview with Shiloh, we discussed, every fisherman is also a carpenter, also a mechanic, also a boat builder, also, you can't just fish in the summer and then just not do anything all winter. Everybody's got, something else going on. So I will be out for about 6 weeks, not putting any videos out. I know, huge disappointment. I know you're all super bummed. But I am going to take some good videos while I'm out there, maybe put together a really good video of, this, that, and the other thing, picking fish, kind of showing you what that's all about. If you're interested in commercial fishing or you want to come make some money, now is the time to do it. The boats out there, the captains are screaming for deckhands because we just had a really bad year last year, so people just go, screw it, I don't want to go again. Because crewmen, it's, a skipper has a bad year, yeah, it's bad. A crewman has a bad year, it's bad. But crewmen have the option of bouncing and doing something else. Skippers generally don't. They got boat payments to make, and investing $1.3 million into a boat, you generally are a little bit more committed than the deckhand who has $600 worth of rain gear and boots. So that's what I'm going to be doing this summer. I'm going to try to fit in some summer activities and stuff around fishing because, it sucks sacrificing, 6 weeks out of the middle of your summer. But hopefully the price is a lot better and it's a little bit more lucrative of a season than last year. It kind of makes the wear and tear on your body a lot more worth it. But there are parts of it I do enjoy. Like I'm talking about, I like hard work. I like the challenge of it. But in my older days now, it's just not really that necessary. I just don't really have anything to prove anymore. I don't got to prove to myself I can do it, to anybody else. I just, I did it for 3 seasons. And 2 of which were on an older boat that was very tippy and rolly, and the amount of extra work it takes just keeping the list off that thing was just absolutely exhausting. But so yeah, I'll have some good videos of the new boat. I'll probably show you some maintenance stuff, and kind of what an engineer does and so forth. But I got the Deuce back from my buddy's house. I've been tinkering with that. And I got my pickup in the shop, got oil changed, and going to work on bolting some lights on. I'm not sure, I probably won't finish that today, but I'll at least get them bolted on. I got family dinner today, so if I had the rest of the day to dink with this stuff, I'd go ahead and get started on that project, but I don't, so I'm not going to. There's some switches in the truck, and I cut the wires off, and I got lots of tail on them, but I have no idea which wire is which. There's like 5 different colors. So I don't know what's ground and what's positive. So got to get together with a multimeter and dink with that. If I want to use those switches, I might just pull them out and just run brand new wires. It might be far simpler than trying to figure out which one goes to where. Or, well, maybe I'll pop the switch out. Maybe it says on the back which is which, because there are different colored wires. And, have somebody stand on the other side and pull on it and see which one works. The Deuce, I got the heaters put in. One of the pair of heaters, I'm going to do another video of that out in the daylight too, so you can get a little better idea what I'm doing. The heaters under the seat, they worked. Oh, one's not plugged in, but one was blowing hot air, and by the time I got home, it wasn't blowing hot air anymore, and it's not getting circulation for some reason now. So I'm going to kink the wire, or the hose, and see if maybe I just need to force some fluid through it. Maybe that'll work. Maybe I got too much hose. It's the pump isn't powerful enough to push fluid through the whole thing, which would be kind of a bummer because I really would like a unit heater in the van, just so, I mean, when I fire it up and drive it around, you might as well heat it up. I mean, it will help keep the condensation and moisture out of there, help keep stuff in a little better shape. But I'm going to go ahead and weld the panel in the back over the hole that's in it. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I should. I want to. But what is it? Yeah, I got to leave for family dinner here in about 4 hours. So that's plenty of time. So I'll have some videos of that. But yeah, I mean, tell me what you want my 2 cents on. You know, I been watching the news. Apparently things are heating up between Israel and somewhere, I don't know, pick a goddamn place. That whole part of the world is just an absolute fucking mess, and I just don't know what to do about it. It's just, this shit's just never gonna be never ending until an entire society is just exterminated. It's just not gonna stop, and it's really annoying. I think just today's technology and everything is just completely unnecessary to have this type of clash all the time. I mean, you know, history is going to tell tales of more senseless violence, and that's just how it's always going to be, I guess. So, but yeah, I got the kids' 4-wheelers working. I'm going to get the kids on those maybe today and take them out for a spin, get them taught how to ride things, and working on getting them some safety gear. We need little itty bitty helmets, so I really can't justify spending $150 on a helmet for a toddler when he's going to outgrow it in a few weeks, and he's the last one theoretically. We are not opposed to one more. We aren't really doing anything to prevent possibly one more. She really wants a daughter. I want a daughter. We got 4 boys, so maybe we'll have one more, and maybe have a girl. Supposedly it's really good for a man to have a daughter, which, I mean, kind of makes sense. So, but Larrick has discovered sitting on my shoulders, and he's kind of discovered that he has another parent. So he's a lot just like flipping a switch. All of a sudden is a lot closer to me. All of a sudden wants to hang out with Dad a lot more, come out to the shop, ride in the deuce, go with me everywhere, which is fantastic. So now hopefully in a few years he'll be handing me tools, and I can start teaching him how to turn wrenches, and we'll tear the Mustang apart. That's a project I'm really looking forward to. I'm not tearing it apart until I have all the parts I need sitting on the bench, or foreseeably. Make sure I've got the money set aside and all that stuff, because I mean, I think I could do a reasonably good restoration on it in a summer, and not too terribly much either. I mean, there's virtually no rust on it, just and it doesn't need to be torn down very far either. Just like the interior doesn't even need to come apart really. Just sand it down and hit it with some paint, of course, and tear the engine and transmission out of it, and have the transmission sent off and rebuilt. I'd really like to put a 4-speed in it, so because just having 3 gears, I mean, cruising down the highway at 60 miles an hour, I'm turning like 3,200 RPMs or so. There's no tack in it, so I'm guessing it's a lot of RPMs, so it's not, it gets about 11 miles to the gallon on the highway or around town. It doesn't really seem to matter, so I'd really like a 4th gear. So that's obviously going to be about a $3,000-$4,000 expense right there. That's going to be the most of it. So put a master rebuild kit in it, a stage 3 cam. We're going to get a 4-barrel carburetor. Get something to get a little bit of power into it, because man, it is one gutless pig. It is just not fast. You got these old guys telling you stories of the old muscle cars used to do wheelies right out of the box, and it's like, well, I mean, I don't know about that. So anyway, yeah, just thought I'd kind of tell you what I got coming up. Going fishing. I mean, yeah, I mean, just like I said, I mean, I don't really want to go. I feel like I'm making more than enough money here. And in the summer, being gone fishing, I'm missing out on other opportunities because that's when, oil field work, parts and shit get moved around. I'd really like to do some hot shotting. I mean, buy a pickup and a gooseneck and run parts up the road. It's extremely lucrative. And I show you the video of working on that tug. Kind of thinking about getting a soda blaster, one of those dustless blasters. I mean, I could have ran all that paint off there and gotten that thing back to bare metal in probably 24 hours. I don't think it would have even taken that long. And which, of course, getting something back to bare metal is pretty much always best, but it's the most time consuming. So you knock the loose stuff off, and then hopefully the stuff that is stuck really good stays stuck. Well, I mean, guess what chips off behind the new stuff? It's going to be the stuff that's there. But it's just this forever game of cat and mouse with, painting holes of boats. So the paint takes the abuse and preserves the steel because obviously it'll rust through. Thinking about doing that. I mean, I think I could make some serious money doing that, and it's not too terribly hard, and it's something you can do even when it's cold out. I mean, obviously the water will freeze, and you got to, do something a little bit different. I'm not quite sure if I would imagine the soda in there would lower the freezing temperature a little bit, but it's not going to matter if it's 4 degrees out. And plus you can't have your water freezing to what you're doing because then you can't paint it, or you just have to wipe it off right away or whatever the case. But even then, so I'm going to look into that. I think that'd be really cool and something fairly easy. I mean, it's mundane, tedious, and boring, but hey, Alaric, guess what? Dad's got a way you can make some money. Teach the kids how to work. So basically, give them the tools they need. I mean, I figure as long as I teach them how to do oil changes and do brakes and tires, you'll always have a job. It's just simply not possible to not have some kind of job available. Well, I mean, it is. I mean, economic collapse, then nobody has the money to do anything. But so yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. Let me know if you got any questions. Getting some good viewer feedback. Nothing too obviously, not much of like a conversation starter, but I'd like to hear from you guys. Let me know what you got going on, and yeah, that's what my summer's projected to be like. So stay tuned, and like I said, I'll have some really good videos for you when I get back. I'll download them to Olivia's computer and have her join them together and put some music to stuff, and we'll make it look like it's way cooler than it is. But it's fun in a lot of ways too. So I mean, like I said, it's a challenge and so forth. So yeah, thank you for joining me. Have a good rest of your weekend.